Hey, good evening, CB peeps. Can you imagine this already? Can you believe it's already Monday night? I need another day of the weekend. Gosh, just had an awesome time with the family. Went up to the mountain, no cell phones, no TV, no nothing, and just had an awesome time with the family and kind of got back to some kind of normality. Isn't that weird that even though we go home and even though like we're still around our family, it doesn't feel normal because of the chaos that's going around us? Well, hey, listen, I want to have a conversation with you tonight about a conversation I had with a 16-year-old high school young man who asked me probably the most pressing question that I've had anybody ask me. So it was about a week ago on a Friday. We had just got done with the first week of the COVID crisis, and we were all just exhausted from so much that had happened that week, right? The conversations we were having, the good conversations, I would say, that we're also having too, because we were having very intentional conversations. And for those that know me, you know that that's what I love to have, is intentional conversations. So anyways, I just got done talking with him about how the week was and how my cup was overflowing because of the great conversations I was having with people, even through all this chaos. And he turned to me and he asked this question, and it was absolutely riveting when he asked me this. And he said, "Josh, knowing who you are now, would you go back to pre-COVID?" Well, obviously the first answer would be yes. I mean, if I had a wand and I could go back and we could make sure that we had none of this going on in our country, in our world, absolutely would want to do that, right? But then I started to think even deeper about like, what were the lessons in my life that I learned the most? 2008. For those of you that have gone through that, remember that. If you were in real estate at that time, you know that was such a trying time in our lives. If you weren't even in real estate, you knew how trying of a time that was for our country and our state and our community. And none of us want to go back to there, but we also, in reflection, can look at it and say, man, I'm so thankful for the person that I became through that, right? And for those of us here in Casper, you know, when we were going through 2015, we hit another bust. And that was a challenging time as well, right? And I don't know about you, but I'm so grateful for having to go through really challenging times, because that's when I was defined as a leader, as somebody that was wanting to step into that role, into that position. My faith got stronger. The foundation that I thought I had at that time really found all the cracks in it. And I was able to fix all the things that really need fixing in my life through those challenging times. And here we are, faced it again, right? 2020, and we're going through a year that none of us thought that we would even be talking about. Right now it's baseball season. Right now it's graduation. Right now it's all of the things that we were building up to and we had been waiting for and anticipating. And all of it gone. But we're still doing some great things in our lives, are we not? And so as he was asking me this question, I couldn't help but think of, no, I would not go back to pre-COVID, because we were built for this. Everything that we have been going through since 2008 has been refining us to be who we are today. And as I look at our company and I look at the agents within our company, I look at everything that you've had to go through in order to prepare yourself for this moment in your life. You were built for this exact moment. And yes, there's tragedy, and yes, there's pain, and yes, there's uncertainty, and yes, there's a lot of the unknown, and like we're questioning when and if and how and all of that, but we've had to make some really hard decisions, have we not? But has not the best of you also been able to be shown through all of this as well? Have we not been able to show our humanity and how we care for other people in times like this. We were built for this. You know, in a time where we continue to see leaders not stepping into that role, but continuously trying to push back and try to go silent, and they're questioning even what they should be doing, we are stepping into it. You should be stepping into this, because everything that you have been taught, everything that you've been exposed to has built you for this moment in your life. Everything that you have gone through has prepared you to be the person you need to be for those around you, for your family, and even for yourself in this moment. So have courage, no matter how dark the hour gets, no matter how challenging things will be. You were built for this exact moment. And when you look back, you can look back at the person that you became, and you can be proud of who you were during this time. Because we will rise together, and we will get through this together. Faith over fear. Love you all.